Hey y'all, it's your girl Symone. Welcome back to my channel. If y'all can see by the title, today's another story time. So before we get into this video, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give a girl a thumbs up, comment down below. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials, Instagram at Vivalayoshii, TikTok and Twitter at Lifewithsymone, Snapchat at @thereal_HM, and follow me on my business page at Brishari. If y'all seen on Friday, we restocked them denims, and yeah, I know y'all see it. But anyway, yeah, and if you haven't seen my birthday vlog, go check that out. I posted it Friday. All right, go ahead and get into the Subbie Sunday. It's been a while since I posted a Subbie Sunday. Sorry about that. But your girl be having like a lot going on. But excuse me, fingers crossed we gonna get it together for Vlogmas, because I really want to do Vlogmas. So let's get into it. So it says, this one is titled, "My Man Married and Faked His Identity." Ooh. It says, "Hey Symone, I hope you're doing well. My name is CC, and you can say my name because I let you say my name last time I sent you a story time about my ex-boyfriend being DL a few months ago. I made sure to only send this story time to you this time so it doesn't end up being read in another channel. It has now been a while since my breakup with my DL ex, and tell me why he tried to come back after he did all the bullshit. I found out more stuff recently, and he's blown his phone up as I'm typing this email. But that's another story for another day. Let me know if you want that, girl. We do. Anyways, I got a new man. We're gonna call him Alex, which is a fake name. I met Alex in March of 2024 at college, and we hit it off really well. He told me that he was single, no kids, and he was super sweet and charming. He was going to barber school, and he really had me falling for him because he wasn't a bum. He had his own nice-ass truck and a nice-ass apartment, and he always taking me out on nice dates and spending money on me. I really like that because not a lot of guys my age be in their bag that much. I started to spend every day with him when we didn't have classes. As soon as we got out of class, I went straight over his house, and I really felt deep for him. Got me a bonnet for his place, and I even had a robe and a toothbrush for when I stayed the night. Sounds like a great guy. Wrong. One time after we did the deed, he asked me to get a towel from the closet so we could shower and go out to eat. And when I went in there was a whole bunch of designer shoes and clothes, and I was so confused because he always dressed nice, but he never have a job. He was in barber school from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tuesday to Saturday, and he stayed home Sunday through Monday. But I realized that was on the days that he didn't have school, and he would normally ghost me for hours. I was confused, and I started to get suspicious on how he was affording all these things. I began to try to do my research on him because I realized he only told me his first name and he never gave me a last name. And he was a very private person about his personal life, and he knew a lot about me. So I started trying to Google his first name in the city that he was from just to get some information, but nothing was coming up. I also noticed that we only communicated on messages. We did not have each other on socials at all. And one night when we were at his place watching TV and he clicked on the HBO Max and he was searching his profile, I saw a girl's name, and we were going to call her Miley. Remember that name? And then he scrolled really quick and clicked on a profile that had a dude's name on it. At that time, I didn't think anything. I just thought he was using somebody else's HBO Max account. Then the next few nights we were watching HBO Max again. I noticed he was trying to distract me and get me to look away from the TV, clicking on the same profile he always does. I peeped it, but I didn't say anything. There were a few instances where weird things happened. Like one day we went to Wingstop and Alex was placing an order, and the guy that was taking the order asked for a name. Alex hesitated to say Alex, and he gave him the name John. I just thought that he was being dumb and playing around because Alex liked to play around sometimes. Then another time we was at Walmart and this elderly lady stopped us because she remembered Alex from when he was younger. The lady said she remembered his face but not his name. She kept asking for his name, but Alex wouldn't tell her. And the lady turned to me and asked me his name, and Alex made a face and telling me not to tell her his name, which was weird because the lady remembered his sister's name, and you could tell she actually knew his family, but she just couldn't remember his name. I thought it was weird because Alex looked like he was panicking about the lady asking his name. I was on my period and I needed tampons and I was cramping, so I walked away while they were talking to go get my products. And when I came back, she was gone. I really never thought much about it after that. But as the time went on, I realized Alex will always have a panicked look on his face when we're in situations where he needs to say his name. He would always give a weird name like he did at Wingstop. Fast forward to a few weeks later, he takes me out to eat on a Monday because he didn't have school and my classes were canceled. He tells me that he's planning on moving back to his hometown in August and how he really only came down here to get his barber license. And he claimed that he didn't really like the city that we were living in because it was a bit smaller than where he was from. At this point, he was still being a bit private, but then he told me a little bit about himself, and he told me how he has a podcast with a friend and a YouTube channel. And that's how he was able to make his income without a real job. And he told me that's how he was able to afford all those things. So everything started to click on how he was making his money. He then showed me a few of his podcasts and then showed me one of his YouTube videos on how his car was stolen in his hometown. But I noticed he wouldn't let me see the channel name. But my detective skills memorized the title of the video. After we got done eating, I made up an excuse to go back home. And I went home and I searched up that title, and boom, I found his channel. Girl, I read his channel banner and it was a whole different name. Alex wasn't his real name. That was a fake name. I did some more digging. I watched more of the videos, and I saw a lady in one of his vlogs from 2 years ago, and he was calling her his girl. So I figured that must have been his ex because the video was from 2 years ago, right? Wrong. I found his social and the girl's social, who turned out to be Miley. Remember the HBO Max profile? I looked on Miley's Instagram, and she's also a content creator. A few days prior, she had posted a video, and Alex was in the background of the video. I checked to see what date the video was posted, and it was posted on the day that Alex claimed that he went back to his hometown to hang out with his homeboys. I also noticed on the days when Alex claimed that he was with his homeboys in his hometown, he wouldn't text me the whole day or night, which was weird because I went out to visit my family in my hometown, and when I went out with my friends, I would always make time to check in and text him. I kept digging like a nosy motherfucker, and I found out that Miley was his wife, and they got not one, not two, but not three, but 4 kids, and they had a whole YouTube family channel. That broke my heart because I never wanted to be a homewrecker. My heart dropped to my motherfucking ass. Alex lied about the whole Alex lied about his whole identity. He wasn't even my age, Symone. He was in his 30s, and I'm 19. I was 18 when I met him. Crazy part is, his oldest son, who he had when he was young, is 14. I'm closer to his son age than I am to Alex's age. It all makes sense now how he was affording all these nice things and why he would ghost me and stop texting me. He was actually going to see his family in his whole town. It made sense to why he never said his real name or why he would distract me to look away from the TV when clicking on the HBO Max profile. I found out he moved to the town we were in to get his barber license because a businessman as well as a content creator, and he wanted to start a barbershop business in the town I went to college in. I had a really good barber school, so he moved down there temporarily and left his wife and kids. It broke my heart because what I could see from his wife seemed like such a sweetheart. She was on her shit and she was gorgeous, and she agreed to stay by herself with the kids so her husband could chase his goals, and he comes down and cheats on her. Everything he told me was a complete lie. I was so shocked because I didn't even know who I fell for. It was crazy because if I never remember his YouTube video title, I would have never known about any of those things. It's so crazy because what if he was a aerial jiller, or if he had did something to me, wouldn't even know what to do or what to tell the cops because everything he told me was a motherfucking lie. I'll send you a few screenshots of what I found when I did my research, and I'll show you him and his wife and me and him. Girl, never. Mind you, I don't know this dude, but they seem like they got a lot like going on. Like clearly, like it's one of those things like, oh, if you know them, then yeah, you know them. Like they have a lot of followers. She has a lot of followers. That's crazy. Not him really living 2 lives, living poolside. I would have did what you did to me to you a few times. This and then y'all got pictures together too, like he was really your man. That's me and him. It really made me sad that someone could commit to a marriage and even be publicly making content with them and still cheat. I've thought about contacting her and letting her know, but I don't know if I should. I'll stop it here. If you want to know how I confronted him, I'll type it out in part 2. Thank you for reading my story. I really appreciate it. Sorry about the length. Girl, no, it was perfect. And yes, we want to know. And y'all, comment down below. Do y'all think that she should reach out and, if y'all think she should reach out and tell her what happened, if she should tell his wife what's going on? That's crazy. I want to know when you confront him what he said, because I just know he played that shit off. Like, not played it off, I know he was probably just so like nonchalant about it. That's one thing about a dude, when they get caught up on some bullshit, they love to be so nonchalant, like leave like everyone else if that's what you want to do. And it'd be like, bitch. But yes, that was so good. Thank you so much. Oh my god, that's so recent. But y'all, comment down below what y'all think sis should do. But thank you so much, sis. Send that part 2 over. Alright, y'all, let's get into the next story. This one is from last year, November. Okay, let's get into it. So this is titled, He Snuck Me in His Baby Mama House and Tried to F Me While She Was Out of Town. What? Okay. So it says, hey Symone, thank you so much for reading my story. I absolutely love your videos. They are so raw and uncut, and I can relate to so many. Keep doing what you're doing, and congrats on your business. I hope it flourishes beyond measures. Thank you, girl. I hope you're still here watching me too. Okay, so it says, now let's get into the story. It's kind of long, so get your snacks and wine. I'm gonna call the dude this story is about Nike Suit. So Nike Suit and I already know of each other because we know mutual people. He also knows some of my family. One day, Nike Suit messaged me on Facebook, and we started having a conversation. conversation from there. Fast forward, the more we conversed, the more I started liking Nike Suit a little. He had already expressed to me that he liked me and would ask me little things like, when you gonna be my girlfriend? But I just got out of a 3-year relationship, so I knew that wasn't what I wanted at the moment. Not only that, but Nike Suit didn't really have his life together. He didn't have a job, didn't have a car or his own apartment. He sold that snow to make money. If you know, you know. I'm not really one to talk because my shit isn't all the way together either, but at least I have an actual job, a car, and all I was missing was my own apartment. If I was going to start back dating, I wanted a person to at least be able to match that, especially if they're older than me. Mind you, I'm 21 and Nike Suit is 25. Fast forward to us linking up. One day, Nike Suit asked me to pull up on him, and I did. He just chilled, smoked in my car, and listened to music and had a good conversation. Nike Suit was actually a cool person. That's why I didn't mind talking to him or pulling up and chilling with him. After pulling up for the first time, I started to pull up on him a little more often. I would say maybe twice a week. It would be the same thing every time I pull up for real. I pull up, he comes outside, we smoke and talk in my car, and the most we did at this point was kiss. One day came around and Nike Suit had been pressing me all day for me to pull up on him later. So the time comes and I pull up. He comes and get in my car and we talk for about a minute or two. He's like, you want to come in? We could chill inside, smoke, put on a movie, and order food. I knew something wasn't right off the rip because why all of a sudden I could come in? As many times as I pulled up over here and I've never came in, so what's different now? That was a red flag number one. I hesitated a little bit, but finally gave in. I go in the house, and when I stepped foot in there, I already wanted to leave the house because this foul ass stench hit my nose hard as fuck. It smelled like old trash and dish rags in there. Not only that, I'm looking around and I see stuff scattered everywhere. Girl, the apartment was a damn mess. He immediately apologized and started to clean up. But my thing is, you pressed me all day about coming to seeing you, meaning you already knew I was coming over here. You should have cleaned the fuck up before I came. I literally stood the whole time while he was cleaning up. I didn't even want to sit down. So he get done cleaning and we finally chilling on the couch, smoking, and he had some liquor for us too. I had peeped his baby mama calling him, but he ignored it. That made me start to look around the surroundings even more. I'm looking around and I don't know how I missed it when I first got in there, but from the living room couch I could see pink lash table in the dining room, and I said, who lash table is that? He said, oh, that's my sister, she's moving, so she keep her stuff in here until she's settled. Sounded like a lie to me, but it ain't my nigga, so I'm not about to press him about it. I just let it go. I just trying to vibe because I knew I was about to leave soon. The whole time his baby mama is still blowing up his phone. The back of the couch we sat on facing the front door, and all I could think about was his baby mama gonna come in and sneak you from the back. I'm thinking to myself like, yeah, I'm ready to go. He finally tried to make his little move and I was not going for it. He wanted to eat my kitty cat and probably eventually, you know, do. But I just wasn't in the move even off the liquor. I was so focused on trying to stay on my P's and Q's just in case a bitch ran up in the house. So I'm like, nah boo, maybe we could do something next time. He wanted me to spend the night, but I said no, and I eventually left. So the next morning I started thinking to myself about his response to me asking about the lash table. He just didn't sit right with me. So I decided to do some lurking. I found his baby mama on Facebook and I lurked a few pictures, and bitch, sure enough, that definitely was his baby mama house. But where she was at last night when I was over there though, the only thing I could think of is that she maybe just started working night shifts. I scrolled back up to the top of her profile and realized that she posted on her Facebook story, so I watched it. Bitch, tell me why she was out of town thugging with her rounds. Now it's all starting to make sense. That ain't shit ass nigga was finna make me spend the night at his baby mama house while she was out of town. That is the most foul shit ever. But anyway, after that, me and Nike Suit talked here and there, but not nearly as much as we used to. I just feel like he was dead wrong for that. If we were to get serious about each other, he would have did the same kind of snake ass shit to me. But that's it for this story. I have so many more stories about these niggas I have dealt with. So let me know if you want more. I love you, Symone. I love you too, girl. And yes, we want more. He is sick for that. Like, how you gonna go ahead and just invite somebody in her crib? Like, niggas really ain't shit for that. Like, you a bum. How you a bum and disrespectful? Like, I swear, it really be like, pick a struggle. Pick one. But that's crazy. Yes, we want the rest of the stories. That's crazy. Niggas really ain't shit. And she blowing him up because she already know what type of nigga she got. I know for sure she know, like, yeah, I know he got somebody in that crib. The fact that he couldn't even go to the bathroom and like play it off. Oh, he ain't shit. I hate dudes like that. That's so weird. Thank you for sharing, sis. Yes, we want more. You guys, so I was going to do one more story, but this one is short. So I'll do this one and then one more short one. So it'll be fun. So this one is titled, He Got With My Best Friend and Then Wanted Me to Be His Sneaky Link. What? So it says, okay, so I'm going to be using fake names for this story. But anyways, I was dating this guy. His name is going to be Cheater. I had this best friend. Her name is Rat. Me and Cheater have been dating for 9 months. And then towards the end of the relationship, I saw him and my best friend were getting really close. And I heard a lot of rumors of people saying that at a party, they saw them two making out in the corner. I talked to them about it several times, but they denied it. And one day I decided that I was over with his ass and I didn't want to be with him anymore. So I broke up with him, and 2 to 3 weeks later, I find out that he's with my best friend, and I was pretty sad. But my dumb ass was still friends with them. And then during the summer, I find out that he started cheating on her with her friend's cousin. I was so shocked. But too bad, so sad. Cheaters always get cheated on. So keep that in mind, you guys. By the way, I love you guys so much and keep on growing. Much love. Thank you, girl. That's crazy. How he gonna mess with your best friend? I hope you cut her off by now, though. And him, too. You don't need to be cool with them because that's weird. Just know that anybody you date, she gonna feel like she could try you and come after. Like, you can't never trust them. But thank you so much for sharing, girl. Okay, y'all, so let's get into the last but not least story, and this one is titled Never Be Friends with Your Ex. So it says, "Hi Symone, I love you so much, and I've been trying to send you my stories, but I feel lazy most of the times, but I'm glad I did. I'm sorry if this story is long. Anyways, let's get into this story. I was dating this cute, light-skinned, good-looking guy, and we'll name him Coin. When Coin and I started dating, he asked me for money before we met in person, saying that he had a family emergency. Me being dumb, I sent in the money in the name that he would pay me back. He is only boring. Second time, Coin asked me for money because he was beat up and attacked. He even came forth with evidence, and he was hurt, girl. I gave him the money. Keep in mind that we have not yet met. After some time, I needed the money because I had some school things I needed to pay for. When it came to me asking for my money back, he refused and blocked me. So I texted him off a fake account and I told him that I would be getting him arrested. And that's how he sent it back and we broke up. So fast forward to the recent situation. We became friends after a few months later, and Coin invited me to his place for some drinks. And he bought so much alcohol that I got very drunk. He well brought space cakes that got me high as fuck. I really had a good time being the second time we were meeting. He asked me if we could get back together and I said no. Although I really started feeling him again. We slept together that night, and early that morning, he told him that I wanted to go. He booked the ride for me and told me it's all paid for. When I got home, I was getting out of the car and the driver told me to pay. And I said I thought he already paid, and the driver showed me that he had not paid. And so I paid for the taxi myself. The taxi driver looked at me and said, "I'm too pretty to be fucking around with broke guys. That's to only waste my time." And I said thanks for the advice, and I got in the house and called him. And Coin said, "I can't be buying you alcohol as well as paying for your transportation." And I was like, "It's fine then." He later texted me and asked him for $20, which he would pay me back because he had to pay for the liquor we took. Of course, I ignored him because I was done with him. Tell me why after a few weeks after this, Coin and I are back being friends, and I got so many story times about him. Anyway, thanks for reading my story, Symone. I love you so much. Girl, that man, we wouldn't have nothing to be friends and talk about, because why is you asking me? First of all, now he bought the alcohol and then he telling you he can't pay your ride home, but then he asking you to pay for the alcohol that he bought. Basically, he wants you to pay for the whole link. Not him asking for money before y'all even link. Girl, don't send not no man, never no motherfucking money. Please, don't send nobody nothing. I don't care who it is. And cut Coin off, he weird. But yeah, that's it for this Subbie Sunday, y'all. But I just had to come and give y'all quick little. But I love you guys so much, and that's it for this Sunday. If you want to send your story, send it to Symonestorytimes@yahoo.com. Don't send it to my personal. Don't send it to my business. Don't send it to my Instagram. Send it motherfucking here. That's it. That's air. Symonestorytimes@yahoo.com. It's listed down below. That's it. I love you guys so much, and I'll see y'all in my next videos. Peace out.